Hi guys, welcome back to Allotment Diggers. Well, in this episode I'm going to be taking you on a tour of the plot, showing you around the plot how everything is. We're also going to be working in the front greenhouse doing some sowing, some mussel butter leeks. I'm going to be showing you a selection of seeds I'm going to be growing this year. We're also going to be working on the dogwood rows on the arch. We're going to be pruning that, and a few other jobs as well. First things first, I'll have this drink of coffee. It's very cold outside. Well, come on then. It's been hailstoning all morning, on and off. A little bit of snow mixed into it. So yeah, it's been one of them weeks. We had some lovely sunshine a couple of days ago. Unfortunately for me, one of my neighbours decided she wanted a fire going, and yeah, the smoke was blowing all over my plot. Ended up choking me. Breathing's pretty bad because of it, but I stayed for as long as I could anyway. I knocked it on the head. But you comfy yet? Actually, she was rolling in the dirt here before. Absolute covered in muck she was. She does clean up quite well though. Anyway, you're going to see her driving me nuts when we do the walk around in a bit. But first things first, I was talking to a friend of mine, Nigel Muddy Boots. We were talking about we were talking to each other about Pam Kent. We've not seen her for a bit. She normally comes on the channels and says hiya. And would you believe it? The very next day, who should pop up? It's Pam. And she left a comment there. I had to laugh. I thought I'd sent her some lupins about 3 months ago, and it turns out I hadn't. They're still sat on my bloody desk at home anyway. Check this out, Pam. Well, there we go, Pam. This is for Pam Kemp. Bet you thought I was going to show the what's name then, didn't you? Your address. Very busy here today. Anyway, jump back in my car. That should be there for Monday, hopefully. Oh dear. Swing the camera around. Yeah, that's been sat on my desk for about 4 months. I thought I posted it. Anyway, it's on its way to you, Pam. See you now. So they're on the way. I threw them into the post first class, so you should get them in the next day or two. Yeah, I forgot all about it. I thought I posted them, but yeah, nice to know that she's okay. She's got a new toy and she's been playing with it, and that's where most of her time's gone. Anyway, so yeah, they're on the way to you. Lupins, they're terrible. Oh, they come up in anywhere. I bet you if you was to mix some concrete up and you was to fill a pot with concrete and put a few of them seeds in, that germinate, and they probably break the bloody the actual concrete. They are prolific, but yeah, they're on the way anyway. So what we've been doing, well, we'll take you into the front greenhouse in a moment. I'm going to show you a selection of seeds that I've been what I'm going to be growing this year. We're going to be planting the first of the seeds, which will be the mussel butter leeks. That's the first one we normally start off with. It won't be long before we'll be doing peas and gutters and everything. That'll be coming up very shortly. I'll show you how to do that. I've got all me trays and everything all ready to rock and roll there. This morning I've been in the greenhouse tidying up a few things. I had an aluminium cabinet in there which was in the way. Anyway, Fortunately for me, my mate Bill come over. I says, "Oh, do you fancy a cabinet, mate?" So, "What do you mean fancy a cabinet?" I says, "This here." So, "Oh yeah, I'll have that." Bye bye. And here it is, going away. Well, I said I'd get rid of it. There he is, Bill taking that cabinet which was blocking me in the greenhouse. It's got a load of shells on it. It's aluminium and everything, that. I'm glad he's got rid of it. Now can do things here now in the greenhouse. So we got rid of that. So we got some space in the greenhouse. So I started to get clean, moving the pots about and everything, and then we got one of these bags out of here, bags of compost. We've been wriggling all the loam out of it to start off with, and we've been doing we've been doing the Musselburgh Leeks. So what I'm going to do now is quickly show you some of the flowers and the veg we're going to be growing this year. It won't be all of it, it's probably just about half of what we're growing, but we'll show you that first, then we'll show you me planting the Musselburgh Leeks. So let's have at it. So guys, these are some of my flowers that I'm going to be growing this year, and there's no surprise really what I'm going to be sowing shortly, and it's these Cosmos. These are all Cosmos. You got Tetra Bacillus, you've got Ladybird Mix, you've got Gazebo Whites, and you've actually got some Picotee as well. All these are absolutely fantastic. I'm like I say, I'm going to be starting these off very soon. I've got some little propagators, and what I do is I spread all the seeds in each of the propagators, and then what we do, we prick them out once they get to about inch high into their own individual pots. When they get to about 12 inches high, that's when we plant them outside. But yeah, there's a selection of flowers that I'm going to be growing. These are the ones which make the front part of the plot look really nice later on in the year. And yeah, okay, they've got £2.50 each of these, but believe it or not, I only paid I think 5p for them, 10p for them. So they're in date. I'm not too sure what the dates are. Well, used before 2024, so you know, there you go. We got them at the end of last year, about a couple of months ago, actually, about a month ago now, just a month and a half ago. So we're going to be doing these in the greenhouse very shortly. I just got to clean the greenhouse and get it all sorted. So let's show you some of the veg that we're going to be growing now. I just set the stall out and then we'll go through them. Well guys, here we are, looking at a selection of some of the veg that we're going to be growing this year. It's a mixed bag. It's the usual suspects. Like I say, we've got these cayenne peppers. We're going to be using these jalapenos. My favourite way to pronounce these was jalapenos. You always used to pronounce the J, but it's jalapenos. And then we got these Elsie Craig, Moneymaker, Alicante, and we've got these Roma. These are all tomatoes. We're going to be doing these all year round collies. What else we got here? We got these Golden Acre cabbage here, and we've also got some sweet California Wonder, again sweet Roma mix chilies. We've got two varieties of cucumber here. We've got the Telepathy F1s, and we've got this new one which I've not seen. It's called the Boopless Tasty Green F1. It's got a striking resemblance to a market more, you know, with the little lumps on them, but they're a lot longer, so I thought we'd give them a go. We've got some sweet corn here, they're called Swift F1. I've got a couple of packs, just put them there to make it all look, you know, symmetrical. Greyhound cabbage, we've got some dwarf green curlies, kale, and then we've got the Kelvin Wonder. I've got a couple of bags of these. We'll be doing peas in gutters. The reason we do everything in peas in gutters is because of the mice. Even with Buttercup on here, The mice are numerous, and the favourite meal is the humble pea, and you put these out in the wild and they're gone straight away. So we do them in the gutters, then we put them from the gutters into the beds later on in the year. So this just does a small selection of some of the veg I'm going to be growing this year. We have got a lot of other varieties and other stuff what we're going to be showing you very shortly, but as you can see what we got here, we got you know, it's a fair few bits. They're all in date, and we paid 50 pence. 50 pence. We paid 5 pence each for them. So what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 12, 16, 70. I think we paid about 85 pence for them, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it's always wise to get your seeds at the end of the year. That's when they're at the cheapest, when they're no use to anyone. So there you go, that's the selection. We're probably going to start off with the peppers and the tomatoes, get all these all planted, and then we'll do the cucumbers, the cabbages and everything will follow. So there we go guys, that's a selection of the veg I'm going to be growing this year. So you join me here putting some compost into this polystyrene box. You can get these polystyrene boxes from any fishmongers. This one had asparagus come in it, so you can get them from grocery stores as well. Just ask. They don't want them. They basically want to get rid of them and throw them away. Now this stuff here, what I've riddled out, that's loam. I won't be throwing that away. That goes in the bottom of all my hanging baskets and everything. It's good stuff. There's a lot of that you'll find in clover, the multi-purpose. Don't worry about it. Wriggle it out, save that stuff, put that into your planters, and it will retain the moisture. When you're doing big seeds and stuff, I'll leave that in. Or potatoes, I'll leave it in, because it keeps the compost moist when you're watering. So you're not constantly watering day after day. But yeah, that's called loam anyway. So I've just put a bit more in here, and we'll be good to go. What I'm using here is a maggot wriggle. Go to any fishing tackle shop and ask for a maggot wriggle, and they'll give you one of these. Don't get the one for the gozzers or the pinkies. You want them for the maggot. It's about 3 millimeters, 4 millimeters. The gaps. They're perfect. This is an old one, by the way. They do different ones now, but yeah, nothing better for wriggling your compost. So I think we've got enough compost in there, and like I say, this loam here, I just put it into there and I'll save that. Right, so what I'm doing now, quickly just level it all, get it all nice and level. Get me little tidy up round here. Still need to clean my glasses on my greenhouse, but this job can be done. This is the first job, easy job to do this. Right, so the mussel butter leeks that I'm going to be doing, I'm going to put the old pack into here. What's the date, use by date? 24. So you know, so we're going to open the pack. They come in. They're very, very tiny, these seeds as well. Right, I'll tip them out into my hand. Just level that. What I might do. No, I won't. Right. So these are the seeds. Probably 100 seeds there, if not more. And just slightly spread them around. You can't really see them going on. but that's what I'm doing around the edges. So there we go, they're all in. Now then, I'm just going to cover them in some compost, just a light covering, nothing crazy. Probably more of this going all over the bench and anywhere else. A bit more in. In fact, I'm going to use this now just to tamp them down. Don't go crazy. You're not pushing a post into the ground. Just gently, lightly go over them. Right, so that's all done. Next thing, water. This water's been inside this greenhouse now for over a month. Sorry about it, just knocked the bloody camera then, didn't I? That's it. And the one last step is to put the lid on it. There we go, that's the lid. I really could do with a bit of a clean. I'll probably clean that in a moment, but yeah, the jobs are good, and just leave them like that and just keep an eye on them. Once they've reached the top of here, so the top, take this plastic thing off, and they'll be good to go. But yeah, that's how I do me mussel butter leeks. You get yourself one of these, they're thermal as well, and they keep the heat in. With this lid on, and the temperature doesn't drop. I'll leave a little bit of a cut out here underneath here, so you got air can circulate. And there's a little one here at the back as well, but they won't freeze, and you'll find in about 3 or 4 weeks we'll come back to these, and we'll show you just how well they're doing. All right, anyway, that's the first of many seed sowings, and that's what we just sown, some mussel butter leeks. Absolutely awesome. So give them mussel butter leeks a week or two, and they'll start to come up. Once they reach the top of that perspex, we just take the perspex off, and then just keep watering them until they get to the acceptable pencil size, and then we put them outside normally. I give a load of them to a friend of mine, Sue, last year, and she brought some over in that last episode where you seen the leeks. There was from at Sue, but yeah, it's them polystyrene boxes are ideal for germinating seeds. They keep the heat in, and I've never had a failure yet with them. Touch wood. The selection of seeds, well, we've got quite a few of them. I've been looking for some Lithium self-blanching celery, and I've not been able to get it anywhere. I did get some stuff. Now, I went looking for some celery. Now, I think I have actually got some, but I need to go through all my boxes. Anyway, we got this green sleeve celery. So we've got to get these started. I've got a few other little bits and bobs. I've got some celeriac as well. I've got some more celeriac. What else do we get? We've got some tigerella. I'll show you these again anyway. But like I say, buttercup's on my knee, so I can't really lean forward. These are just a few more. Actually, wasting more money. I saw this. These things are made by Wolf, and they just clip onto my stick that I've got. But if you look at that head on that, now I've actually got a hoe with that head, and it's absolutely fantastic. And when I saw that, I thought, yep, we've got to have it. Since I've got most of the other attachments, so yeah, this is the most I've ever paid for an hoe. 17 quid. Yeah, 17 quid. You can get 2 holes for 17 quid if you go to the right places. I think B&Q. Let's not go there. Yeah, so yeah, I've been wasting my money, unfortunately. Anyway, let's change the subject. Let's take you on a tour of the plot. Let's take you around the plot and show you everything what's coming up, all the spring bulbs. There's a few jobs still to do, as you will see. And Buggerlugs here, you're going to see her driving me absolutely mental for the first half of the tour. She's a certainly bloody diva, this one. So here it comes, guys. That little bugger sat on my coat there. She's sulking. Oh no, she's going to follow me around the bloody plot now. Oh, the joy. Stay there. Never mind, stay there. Right, where are we? Here we are, front of the plot. Looking at some hanging baskets here. These have got some hard standing, so like a little blue flower starting to come up in these planters. I do need to take these old geraniums out, and then there's a load of crocuses and stuff what will be coming up in them shortly. This bed here, well, bulbs are starting to come up now, but it's very slow, this bed. The other bed over there, so it comes to life. Oh, right, listen, I'm trying to do a video here now. Never mind. No, I'm trying to do a video. Go back in the greenhouse where it's nice and warm. Little bugger. What? Never mind, wow. Never mind, wow. Yeah, well, you know, they fell off then, you daft bugger. You did. She's a pain in the backside, ain't she? Yes, you are. Right, let me do my video and be quiet. Listen, here we go, distracted again. As you can see, we've got some planters here. Some daffodils and tulips in these bulbs. That one there, the middle one, there's some awesome tulips in that bed. In that pot there. And where buttercups right in the middle of the picture. Yeah, you're right in the middle of the picture. I'm trying to do a bloody video here, but right in the middle of the picture, just there is them particular tulips, and they're beautiful. They are. Right. I'm sure she'll be a pain in the backside doing this video. Yes, you are. Shut it. What? I'm busy. Might have to put this one on pause. Start again. This is what it's like with her. She's a pain in the backside. Right. You are. Shut it. So, this strawberry bed here. What are you doing? Because I'm busy. Yeah, oh God. What's up with you, eh? What's up with you? Eh? What's up with you? Eh? Eh? You've got your breakfast, you've had your dinner, you've got bloody water bottle. You've got... Eh? I think she's whining because I locked her out of the greenhouse before. Well, I locked her out of the front greenhouse before while I was working in there. As you can see, this bed here is full of daffodils, tulips, there's crocuses coming up here, the sedums there. What? I'm trying to do a bloody video. Bugger off! Go and catch a mouse. So, as you can see, we've got the sedum coming up here. Just in these. You can't come on me knee. Give up. You're hard work, cat. I've seen out like this, guys. Anyway, As you can see, this is looking glorious. It will look fantastic shortly when they all start to flower. The gooseberries, well, obviously there's no leaves on them yet. They will come. A couple of gooseberries in here, and there's a currant. I keep saying it. One of these days I'm going to put another bush in there, so there's going to be 4 of them in total. Rosemary's looking good. Fig is alright. Again, we've got a couple of Ribena currants in here. We've got a few roses. And all along here you can see daffodils, tulips, lupins, buttercups. In the planters you can see them all coming up. Pack it in. Is that yours there? Cockapoo-poo. I can see cockapoo-poo there. Is that yours? Is that yours, you bugger? Eh? Is that yours in there? If I catch you in my bed doing cockapoo-poo, you've had it. Eh? I bet that's that big Tom, that. At least he buried it. Planters. Well, they're looking good. They're coming alive. Better on the other side. The other side always does better because the sun comes up from over here. Comes right over. At the moment the sun's setting over on this side. Later on in the year the sun will be setting over there. Watch out for that. It's quite interesting, really. Again, we got some of these planters are coming to life now. This water tank, I will be doing it shortly. I just haven't got the time. I've been doing other things and been very busy doing other things, but we will come to it. It's not necessarily, you know, it's not important at the moment. I will have to be very careful because we don't want to knock that there. That's got all my comfrey tea in it, so we don't want to disturb that. A few crocuses there. Bloody lupin. How'd that get in the planter? Unbelievable. All this compost here is going to get tipped into that front part, that part of the bed there, and we're going to be putting the golden wonder, no, not golden wonder, golden gourmet shallots in there. Again, all the hanging baskets and planters coming to life. There she's keeping out of the way for the moment. Only for the moment. There, me girls. This bed here, I can just start to see some of the what's the name's coming up now. The elephant garlic. Now in that other bed over there, the elephant garlic's doing really good. There, me girls. 9 eggs today out of 11 chickens. Can't knock it. Someone was asking me about the chicken coop. How did I make it? Well, there is videos on my channel where I actually made that. It only took me 6 hours. Again, there's compartments. It's a proper well built chicken coop. It's about 5-6 years old, that. And I think it cost me about 60 quid to make, with all the materials, all brand new materials. I show you exactly all the measurements and everything. So I forget who made the mentions in my last video, but there is the videos there showing you how I made all this. So check them out, and you can make one yourself really cheap. And my girl's up to mischief. They've turned that floor again to mud. Unbelievable. Again, we took the last of the celery out of here. Again, my camera, having problems with my cameras. Remember to turn them on. Now these are the onions, and they still look very sad. They might pick up, but then again, we've got a load more onions just in case they don't. Garlic, that's looking a bit sad, but it should pick up. That bed's ready to rock and roll. We do need to tidy around this pond here. That's another job. That jasmine's looking really good. These plants, these bird feed, look how high these are. These nest boxes will be coming to life shortly. You see birds in and out of there. We had honeybees, bumblebees in that one there last year. and birds in, I think there was great tits and blue tits and what was the other one? Coal tits. In that one up there was mainly just great tits. The one just here on the edge, there was a little robin, and inside that green shed there, which we don't go in, which I might explore that shot. I forget what's in there now, but inside there's normally a little wren that has a nest. Anyway, let's come down here, because you can see these ones are doing better, although we put these in first. I don't know if you can just make them out there, just coming up now. These are the elephant garlic. They're spaced 10 inches apart, and there's 13 rows of them. You go all the way down here. Give them a couple more weeks, you'll be able to see more clearly what they are. That's my P frame, we'll be using that shortly. Need to do something with these blueberries. They're actually starting to little buds on them there. This is the back of the allotment. We need to tidy all this lot up. So we're coming down onto the other side of the allotment. Underneath these bushes here, or underneath the bush trees. Get down here. You can see all the snowdrops poking through now. Beautiful. Actually, there's a little daffodil there, sort of leaning over, but it's got flowered on it. But underneath there would be a carpet. Everywhere you look, snowdrops. It looks absolutely awesome under there in another week or two. Moving along here into the rhubarb bed. Actually, there's 3 gooseberries in there, gooseberry trees grafted onto tree stock, and they do well every year. I might cut this branch off here and give this, although rhubarb does like it in the dark, but you can see the rhubarb here, it's all coming to life, and right round the edges you can see all the tulips and daffodils. Like I said, this gets more like this side of the plot, so this is why we got more coming up at the moment. But the other side catches up right round the boards, as you see, they're all coming up. Looks absolutely awesome, doesn't it? But that's gonna, I reckon in another 3 or 4 weeks, that's gonna look absolutely awesome there. Flowers everywhere. And there's 3 rows there, there's tulips and there's daffodils all mixed in there. This bed is the bed what I've been just put all them bulbs down this side. But if you look, you can see all the bulbs coming along here, and all along here, and all along there. But that's where we're going. Right in the centre is where we're going to put the strawberries. But you can see these bulbs coming up, so I need to know where these bulbs are. I'm going to take them up because I don't want to be putting my strawberries and a bloody daffodil comes up between them. So we've got a couple more weeks before we have to deal with that. This bed here, well, right round the edges we've got gladiolas. You won't see them at the moment. In fact, there's gladiolas right round the edges of all these, but these are more black currant, red currant, white currant, red. These are red and white currants. Then you've got all the raspberries, and then you got my dahlias which go down the centre. So it will look quite nice here. I think Buttercup's we're not gone off sulking, which is good. She was driving me mad there at the start. Planters coming alive there. It's full of tulips. This bed, look at this now. This one compared to the one on the other side. Notice how they're doing a lot better. Getting more sunlight here, you see. Again, all the planters have got crocuses in, so it's going to look absolutely awesome. But that's what the plot's looking like at the moment. And we've got some more round here. Let's show you round here. Not many people know about them, but here there's even more daffodils, and there's irises here and what have you. So there we go. Yeah, it's very muggy today. Oh, there's Loaches with the van, bringing all the compost. Mike and Jim's over there unloading it, 100 bags. I'm keeping well out of the way. I've got an hiatus hernia. What's just happened here? Something's just gone kadunk. Bloody watering can's falling off in all the bulbs. Oh great. Oh well. Couldn't have caught that better on film, could I? There's Buttercup down there hunting. Right down there. There she is, the little bugger. Hope she'll bring me a mouse before the end of the video. So as you see, the plot's looking pretty good. All the bulbs are coming up now in all the planters, in the beds. The snowdrops are almost ready to burst into flower. I will be recording that as soon as they do come up. The IVC, we haven't done that yet. However, we had 120 bags of this stuff come yesterday, or the day before, and just fortunately for me, there was one of these blue pallets underneath one of them. So let me show you what we've got. Well, it's a piece of cake when you get it like that. It's balanced perfect. That I can push it with one hand, but that's me other pallet. So I've got 3 of them now. And oh God, look who's coming! Da 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 da! Wow wow! Yeah, she can hear that. What? You're playing a dangerous game going underneath that, bugger. Yeah, so we've got 3 of them pallets. They're really strong ones as well, they're the heavy duty ones, and that's what we needed. So we've got 3 of them blue pallets, so it won't be long before we put that water tank straight. However, we did have other jobs to do, and I decided to work on the arch, which has got the dogwood red rose on. It's gone mental. You've got runners going through the trees, through the branches. So I got in there with my pruning shears and started to hack it all back. Filled the wheelbarrow full of bits. That's all gone now. It's at Cobden Street tip. I managed to stab myself numerous times on my hands doing it. I should have worn me welding gauntlets, the big gloves. Nothing can penetrate them. Unfortunately, I was using these plastic toy little rubber things, and yeah, it was emotional, but we've actually done it. So let me show you me doing. Well, today we'll have a go at trying to prune this arch. It's all over the place, so I'm just going to give it a good haircut, see if I can push the thing. It's leaning this way, so it needs to be stood up. Got my wheelbarrow there. I've got some real cheap gloves and some pruning shears. So, like I say, what we're going to do, we're going to have at it, give it a good haircut. There's a lot of stuff going through the trees, in the middle of the trees there as well. We're going to have to cut that out, so that's going to be fun. So that's what I'm going to do now, chop it up into tiny bits. Easy to work with. You could probably hear a load of cursing. But yeah, what we're going to do, we're going to give that an haircut. So let's have at it. Just bring my wheelbarrow into, so I can chop it into there. It's going to take a bit, this, guys. So Got my shears, let's have at it. Really do need some really thick gloves to do this. Well, we've sort of pushed the arch more straight. It's a lot straighter than it was. It was sort of leaning like a Tower of Pisa. We'll give it an cut. There's all the branches in the wheelbarrow chopped up. We'll get these off to the Cobden Street tip. I've not got I'm not going to put them in my compost bin. But yeah, we've managed to get the arch done. And later on in the year, that'll produce absolutely hundreds and hundreds of little roses. I forget the name of them now. So that's one more job less to do. We still got to clean around the pond. However, we've left the plants hanging over the pond because it's keeping the temperatures from freezing the pond, and you get the birds coming. They get water from there, and it's not frozen over yet through winter. It will freeze over shortly. Once I cut it back, and then you're going to have all the frogs. The frogs are going to start. You're going to start seeing frog spawn everywhere in the next couple of weeks. Frogs bouncing about everywhere. I was in the greenhouse here, front greenhouse, earlier cleaning up, and noticed there was frogs underneath the trays hibernating, so they'll be coming out shortly. Yeah, we have actually got frogs in the greenhouses. In the back greenhouse there must be 30 or 40 of them, but then again, it's right next to the pond. In the front greenhouse here, there's about 3 or 4 of them in here. What we normally do, we put trays of water in another couple of weeks' time. The frogs come out, they spawn in, and then what we do, we put the spawn into the ponds. Because sometimes what they do, they just spawn on the ground, which is just a waste really. But if you've got water, a tray of water in the greenhouse, they will actually spawn in that. And that's what we do, transplant it straight into the pond with all the newts and everything. Anyway, I'm going to try and get this video up as soon as I can. Yeah, I've been spending my money. Can't believe it. Keep seeing these things. They do different attachments. There must be 100 different attachments what you can get for these things. But yeah, I'll be using that very soon. I'll be showing you a selection of another selection of seeds which I'm going to be growing as well. On top of that, we're going to be doing the cosmos, probably doing the tomatoes. We'll be doing trays of them. I've got a load of trays there I've just acquired. I didn't need to because must have 30-40 propagators in the shed. However, it's getting in the shed, so we went and bought some more like an idiot. I am. And I'll be showing you me doing some sowing in the next episode, along with hopefully sorting that water tank out. So that's where we leave it for now. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you're all staying safe. Buttercup is keeping my legs nice and toasty. I'm going to throw her in a crib now, and that water bottle would have eaten the crib up. It's not so warm today. Let's say we've had a hailstone a bit earlier. It's been trying to snow. It's absolutely crazy. I mean, one day this week, or should be last week now, but this video goes live. We had sunshine over here, rain bouncing off the greenhouse. Yet 400 yards away, we had absolute brilliant sunshine. It was crazy. I didn't have the camera set up to record it, you know, as is usually the case. But 20 minutes after that, we had snow. And then last night, we had howling winds as well, 30-40 mile an hour gusts of winds. So, yeah, we've got everything here, every type of weather condition except for tornadoes. Although we've had a few of them on here, I tell you, over the years. I watched one touch down and it lifted this glass greenhouse up, took it 30-40 foot up in the air, and it just ripped it to shreds. There was glass flying everywhere, and the lad whose greenhouse it belonged to, he was only in it 10 minutes earlier, potting a load of plants. If he would have been in it when it had actually touched down, it would have killed him. So he got really, really lucky. But we've had everything thrown at us on here over the years, so it doesn't really matter. Anyway, I'm going to get off. Going to try and get this video up as soon as I can. So stay safe, guys. For me and Buttercup, bye for now. What do you say, babes? She said bye.